Hi everyone, it's Don from Crux Terminatus with the Dark Angels from the Dark Vengeance set. I set myself the goal of painting these in a fortnight because things haven't been great in here in Crux Terminatus Towers, and I needed a project, and I've had these models for quite a while, as you can see from the dust on there, and clearly I'm quite nervous about opening them up because I've got this thing about if I try and paint a model I'll end up ruining it. But don't be scared everyone, because if I can do it you can do it too. Here's the sculpts. They're very nice, quite static obviously because they're snap fit models, but you know, they've come a long way since the Assault on Black Reach, and it's just a quick tidy up with a sharp blade to get rid of some of the mould lines, and black polyurethane primer. Just, you can go black or you can go white, and if you go white the end product will be greener and brighter green, and I wanted mine to be quite dark. So I'm using the end of a trouser hanger because I kept getting covered in paint. This is the second stage. This is a Zenithal highlighting technique, so shooting down from this light source, usually the sun, almost vertically straight down, maybe sort of 45 degrees in some points, and the whole idea is that this will give you a natural highlight as to where the lighter parts of the armour would be, and you'll see, I turn it upside down in a second and you'll see the contrast because you've painted it black first and now you're giving it this sunshine highlights. The bits that the white paint doesn't get to will give you your natural shadows, so you don't have to paint any shadows, which is a great thing if you've got an airbrush. So I was having problems there with the paint clogging up in my brush there, so apologies for that. So nice gentle light coats. It looks like it's a full white model, but then when you turn it upside down you can see the real shadows for the bits that the light didn't get to. So now you've got your highlights in place. I used olive green from Model Air, and because the green is quite translucent, it sits over the white, and that'll give you a really decent gradient and a really decent highlight. It starts off quite light there, you can see, but I paint it a couple of times to make it slightly darker because I want my Dark Angels to be fairly dark. I don't want them to be black, I want them to be dark green. So you can see there, this is the effect. So that's the highlighted parts there, and when you turn it upside down it's like practically black. So if you haven't tried that, I really recommend it. It's a great way of doing things. And this is me just painting the eye lenses. It's basically black, then scab red, blood red, and orange, and a little dab of white. Be careful of the Mark 6 armour because the left eye isn't formed very well, so you just have to sort of make it up as you go along. But really what I need to do now is paint the weapons red, so I'm trying to get the right method for doing that. I quite like the tactical red flash there, so I use the same technique, which was the red foundation paint and then a couple of washes over the top. That's me just getting my wash right, just to make sure that it's nice and red. And then chest eagles, I made a mistake with the chest eagles actually, I fully admit that. So what I did was I went back and painted them brown, and then I painted them, highlighted the actual individual feathers with bone, and then highlighted with white, and it's thanks to Eric for giving me the pep talk I needed to carry on with that. And that's me using black ink just to go through all the sort of joints in the armour to make sure it looks alright. I did a couple with black ink, then I switched to just a black wash because the black ink gave it that sort of manga armour look, which is something I'll use in the future. And that's me showing you my ancient 10-year-old pot of Scorched Brown, which I use for all my bases, so be careful with that, and I'm sure some of you probably weren't even alive when that was being sold in the shops. So that's what they look like when they're finished. Really like these guys, they're tabletop standard, I'm not pretending they're anything other than that. I really like the plasma blue. I really also like the wax and the purity seals, which is purple, highlighted with a sort of 50-50 mix of purple and white. The Sergeant's one is bald, and I've painted brown hair on the other one because I just wanted to differentiate between the two. And as I say, once they're all based up, and I put some grass tufts on, say I'd be quite happy to field these in a tabletop game. So I hope you've followed along and you've enjoyed that. If I can answer any questions or anything, please always give me a shout. I'm only too happy to help. The same goes for Roddy as well. So if you've got some Dark Vengeance models kicking around that you haven't built yet, and like me, you were putting them off until you ran out of other things to do and had no money to buy any Forge World goodies this week, this month, this year, dig them out, give them a bash. You won't regret it. I had my moments along the way, but certainly very happy with the end result. So thanks very much for watching, guys. Please comment, like and subscribe if you would. That would be fantastic. It makes it all worthwhile. Thank you. Cheers. Bye bye.